Alright, I was asked to make a video here on VTIQ. So VTIQ had some news come out recently. I was reading through it and doing a little bit of research online. But they are going to be doing a reverse merger with Nikola, the Nikola Motor Company, basically named after Nikola Tesla. And it is an EV company, really focusing on EV trucks, semi-trucks, and they've got electric-powered and hydrogen fuel cell-based semi-trucks. And basically what has occurred is VTIQ is merging with Nikola, and then in the next couple of months or so, the ticker symbol will be changed from VTIQ, and they will acquire a new ticker, which will be NKLA. So usually what occurs when these acquisitions or mergers form is the company that is acquiring said other company will go up in value, and the company that is getting acquired will go down in value. Now, Nikola is not traded publicly at the moment. It is a private company, so it's kind of hard to visually see that or quantify that on a stock chart. But we can see on the flip side that VTIQ has definitely gone up in value, and I think a lot of this has to do with the fact that it is an EV company that they are acquiring. So you can kind of think along the lines of Tesla. What has Tesla been doing recently? They have just been skyrocketing in price. So I think this is a good time for them to IPO. They will see a lot of interest and probably a lot of money that will flow into the company. As I was looking into what kind of sales that Nikola has had up to this point, and it looks as if they've been bringing in billions of dollars worth of pre-orders on a lot of these trucks moving forward, which is a good sign as long as they deliver on those promises and pre-orders, and as long as those pre-orders actually go through. So anyway, let's go ahead and look at the chart VTIQ. I'm going to move in. Obviously, I just threw the weekly chart up here because it's so funny. But 2018 our trading, 2019 our trading, which is honestly, a nice little uptrend, but it just gets dwarfed by this previous week as this merger was announced. We are up about 32% on the week with highs around 52%. So let's go ahead and look at these past 5 days of trading. Really started to surge back here when the news was released, and we were up a good chunk, pushing higher, then coming back low. And then the next day, we just ripped with highs up here around the $15.30 mark, and then into the after hours, we pushed closer to the $16 price point. Had a little pullback, and then on Thursday morning, we tested it one more time up here around $16, and that was the top that we set in. For the rest of that day, we were kind of moving down and had a really rough close. You can see this red candlestick right here. Pretty rough close, and it kind of sparked the sell-off or the pattern for the next day. We opened up way down here around roughly 5% lower than we had closed the previous day, and we reached lows all the way down here, down 13%, and then kind of forming a more suitable base down here around 11%. But I do want to focus that we had a relatively good close here, so that would be the reverse of what we saw on Thursday. So if we see this close as being a good indication that we might be moving back up, this could be a nice little bottom or nice little form of support that we put in down here around $13 a share. So we had this impulse move down, and then we saw a nice consolidation in the last hour to 2 hours of trading on Friday for VTIQ, and then we started pushing back up. I think some areas of resistance now to focus on would be right in here around the $14 price point. And why do I think that? Well, if we look back, we can see that it acted as a support pre-market back here on Thursday, but then on Friday, the day following, it acted as a resistance. So we broke down through it in the pre-market trading on Friday, and then when the markets opened, we really just couldn't push through it. You can see we have one candlestick that pushed through it by about 20 cents, but then we sold down quickly and could never break back above it. So I do think that is pretty important. a pretty important level, as we really haven't had a lot of trading, just a few days in these price points. So I do think that this is a very interesting stock at the moment. Again, this will change over from VTIQ to NKLA as we move forward, but I do think that there can be some money to be made on this stock, especially with what it is, what the company is that they are acquiring, with it being an EV company. Now, again, it has to be a profitable company. There are a lot of EV companies, but some are better than others. Some have better business models than others. So that is also something to pay attention to. Wanted to flip it over here to the hourly chart just so we can look at the PPO. Obviously, we had a pretty drastic rise here, but what is more important is the fact that we have actually set in kind of this little base down here as we were trading on Friday, and it is starting to turn back up, so that could be a good sign as well that we are going to start to push higher. So what I would be looking at from a trading point of view is, will we hold this $13 price point come Monday? If we don't, I would expect to see us down here, kind of where we saw a top on Tuesday. That would be my first support level. And then if we break down further, we might be down here in the low 11s. But the first one being down here in the low 12s, which is a pretty significant drop from where we're currently sitting. So just keep that in mind. This thing, since it moves so quick, it can also come down just as fast. And then to the upside, I would be looking around this 1450 mark, and along with this the low 14s right in here. And then if we really start to see some momentum push, I would be looking up here around this $16 price point, probably a little bit below. Don't get carried away and think, oh man, we pushed through these levels, we're definitely going to 16. No, there are probably a lot of bag holders that are sitting in this area that got smoked moving into Friday, and that are just kind of holding out. So as we get pushed, or as we move into Monday, just be looking to see if we do test some of these levels. It might not be as easy as just ripping right through it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe it sparked a little bit of excitement to trade into this company. I think it's very interesting. I personally did not know about this, so I appreciated the comment that somebody left on one of my videos to look into it. This will definitely be something that I follow moving forward as we have the new ticker NKLA roll out in the next few months and into the summer. So thank you guys again for watching. Leave a comment if you want to see me do a different video, or just a way that I can improve, and leave a like if you enjoyed the video. So thank you guys for watching.